All right, I'm gonna go over my current three mistakes that I'm making in terms of lifting, so that maybe you can see if you're doing something similar, and then we can kind of like work on it. Oh, like, okay, this is something to fix, this is something to fix, etc. Okay, first is gonna be training consistency. So for me, it would be making sure I'm training the same days every single week, enough volume to actually build muscle. That's the first one. If you're not training enough, it's obviously going to be hard to build muscle because you're not hitting enough volume and you're not giving the muscles enough stimulus or anything to really adapt to. So if you're lifting the same weight every single week, you're not progressively overloading, your muscles are going to have nothing to adapt to, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is consistent caloric intake. So what I've done good is changing my meals to be more longevity focused. But what changed in that was calorie surplus, which was fine because I was doing a cut. But now that I'm entering another massing phase, it's almost like changing habits a little bit and increasing the caloric intake of the foods. So right now, for me, is focusing on a consistent surplus so that I can actually make use of that time in the gym, and every single session I can come back and actually be stronger because I'm giving myself and my body enough nutrients and enough energy to, you know, actually hit those weights in the gym and actually progressively overload. Third thing is going to be sleep consistency. This has been one that I feel like I've got for a while and then it'll like slip. Like the past like 2 weeks was like, wind down 8 p.m., 9 p.m. sleep. Wind down 8 p.m., 9 p.m. sleep. Wind down 8 p.m., 9 p.m. sleep. Set. And then the past like 3 days, it was like screens before bed, just watching YouTube or like whatever. And then my sleep's like kind of shot. So I don't know if you notice, like in videos, I might be like a little bit, I don't know. I notice it. Like I have like a tiny headache. I feel kind of out of it or like a little bit like off. And that's huge because when you're sleeping well and consistently, you just have more energy. Like your baseline is higher, so it's easier to hit the lifts. It's easier to hit the calories versus if you're just not, right? So yeah, pretty simple there. And so I guess for you, maybe it might be helpful to think like, okay, what are the three things that I'm doing wrong? It's probably going to be sleep, diet, exercise. Like there's something you can improve in sleep, diet, and exercise. Like I'm sure everyone like can probably say that. So just to get like value out of this, like what do you think it would be for you? What would it be? Like maybe it might be training consistency too, or maybe like you're good at that, but maybe it could be progressively overloading. Like you're kind of doing the same weight every time. Um, you know, Maybe it could be cardio. Maybe like lifting's perfect, but cardio's not that good, or cardio's great, but lifting's not that good. Or maybe, you're just not lifting at all. And maybe just like getting in a bit of a habit, the 2 minute rule, or doing something really simple, just to build the habit would be good. Um, you know, maybe the second thing would be something to do with diet. So it could be that you might be eating too many calories. That's possible. So for you, it might make more sense to swap out one meal you're eating or start tracking your calories so you actually know how much you're eating. What I would recommend for that is getting a food scale. You can literally buy one. They're like $8 on Amazon. It looks like this. You can get ones that are square, circle, whatever. You can just weigh your food and then you know exactly what you're eating and you know exactly the calories that you're putting in your body. And if that seems like too much of a commitment to do that like every single day, I get it. What I would do in that case is just get it anyways and do it for one day, because then you'll see like that's one of the biggest eye openers for if you're trying to gain weight. If you think you're eating more calories than you are, or if you think you're eating less calories than you are, is like getting an actual accurate measurement of what you're actually doing, because then it's like, oh, if this is my average day and I'm eating, 4,000 calories, it makes sense I'm gaining weight. Or if I'm trying to gain weight and I'm eating like 2,000 calories, this is my average day, it makes sense I'm not gaining weight. So it'll it'll put you in like a little bit of a stark, like, oh, this is what I'm doing wrong, this is what I'm doing right, position. So yeah, if you want to hop on a call, I can give you like, kind of free advice on what you're doing, see where you are doing some of those right now. Yeah, no worries if not. And yeah, that should be pretty much everything in the video. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.